That could be the case too.
That could be the case.
Apparently we'll find out soon.
Oops. Good morning, viewers. I have a very tough day and a tough morning ahead of me because I woke up knowing that I have a long journey ahead. Where? I'll explain soon. There will be lots of spiders. So, quick coffee, pack, and we're off. Damn it, it's 10 in the morning and I have 500 kilometers to drive. It's going to be a long and tedious journey, and then the same distance back. Well, let's go. Alright, my dear friends, it's finally time to reveal where we're going today. I'm going on a very long journey, all the way to Białystok. Fortunately, most of the route is already... I have just an hour left to reach Białystok, where Daniel and Piotrek's breeding farm, Argiopetra, is located. I think it's a breeding farm you might recognize from various Terrarium events. And the guys invited me over so I could see what their breeding farm looks like, because it's already a huge operation. I mean, there are probably tens of thousands of spiders there, so it's going to be the biggest breeding farm I've ever visited. And I hope I'll be able to present it to you in a cool way. You'll see what it looks like, and I'll ask the guys to show me some rare items. Okay, my friends, I've arrived at this beautiful part of Poland, and look, there's a fancy sign over there. And we're basically here, so there's no need to drag it out. Daniel and Piotrek are already waiting over there. We'll just grab the macro camera and head inside. There's a makeup artist. Hey.
Hey, Wojtek.
So, as I said at the beginning, we are here in Białystok, and with me is Piotrek, who is one of the owners of the Argiopetra breeding farm. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Piotr, as Wojtek mentioned. I'm one of the owners of Argiopetra. Daniel will join us as well. He's somewhere around, but he'll be here in a moment. He'll also share a little. Today we'll show you part of our world.
2 questions. How long have you kept terrariums, especially with spiders?
I've been keeping spiders for about 20 years. For me, it's a year longer. For Daniel, it's a year less, but for me, it's 20 years. And for Daniel, it's probably 19 or 18 years with spiders.
Nice, that's 4 times longer than me. Now, for my second question, which I've already asked you privately, about how many spiders do you think are here in total?
Roughly, we have about 58,000 specimens here at the moment.
So I wasn't lying when I said there are tens of thousands. Great, let's see what they're keeping in those broplasts and terrariums. Let's start a little tour. Daniel is with us too. Hey there, where should we begin?
We can show you the place where soon there will be a store that we plan to open here on site.
Because generally, this is a quiet part of Białystok, from what I've noticed, kind of family-oriented.
It's single-family homes on the outskirts of Białystok, a very old neighborhood. Okay. But I think it won't interfere with our plans here.
I agree. Is this a standard retail space?
A retail space. We're currently just waiting for the furniture for it.
Sure. Nice, it looks good.
It will truly be done our way, in this form. A lot of little details, a lot of interesting facts. It's more in the style of a showroom than a typical store.
Sure, what is the proposed opening date?
Phew, that's another date we're promising, probably in September. Some kind of initial version will be created.
2026.
2025. You can come in, see something, and buy it for yourself right away.
Okay, great.
And not just spiders. Not just spiders. There will also be more terrarium keeping in the store. Here, of course, spiders will be the heart and main part, but there will also be the basics of terrarium keeping from other areas as well.
Sure, but so things like terrarium equipment, the terrariums themselves and so on, boxes, tweezers, not tweezers, and so on.
Absolutely, yes. A snake, a lizard.
Yes, a snake, a lizard.
You can also buy the substrate and everything else for the terrarium here.
My viewers will eat you alive if you don't water the plant, because they're already after me for not watering the monstera. Nice. Let's move on. I'll let you go ahead so you can be the guides in this world. And it's bright here. I even have to turn this down. Sorry about the flickering light. These lamps just do that and we can't fix it right now, but you probably won't notice it. What's here?
Here we have a room where the spiders are. Our workers are feeding the spiders, moving them and watering them. Mainly the little ones.
Okay.
Also, workspace, desks, a bit of storage, various odds and ends of stuff, like always, things that are always needed.
Nice, a typical workspace.
Definitely.
Alright, that's more or less how it looks. It's cool that it's still a pretty open space and there's no stuffiness, you know.
This is actually a passage room, so we can air it out a bit.
What's next? Are we starting on the spiders?
Let's start with the small spiders, the ones that are being taken care of here.
Okay, we'll go by size, slowly.
Yes, we'll start with the small sizes.
All right, we're clearly in a room with lots of spiders.
Yeah, this is the room where we have the most spiders in terms of the number of specimens.
Nice. And how many do you think are here?
There should be over 30,000 spiders here right now, for sure.
That's actually pretty normal. Most breeding farms have mostly babies.
Yeah, definitely the babies.
And in the back there are 3 braplasts, each filled with 3.
Yeah, we've got everything deeper in here. We can dig.
Powerful. Nice, but it's already warm and pleasant here.
It's a bit warmer here. We keep it at around 28 degrees.
That's a comfortable temperature to keep.
Yes, just right, so it doesn't dry out too quickly, but so the growth rate stays up.
Do you have something here that's your favorite braplast or something?
You know what? Something typical.
Not really here.
Delicacies end up somewhere else at the start.
Okay.
Somewhere around here there will be a few more interesting species in the mixes, but the basics of our offer are here, and the special species are also under special care.
A rarity. Inside. Of course.
Some delicacies here, huh?
Or pilosis, yes. Yeah, that's a classic. But you know, these are the spiders that come down.
Yeah, you always have to have them, right? Here, like, if you look it up on the internet, right, or watch a video, most people recommend what Welkenser. It's been around for years, it doesn't change. Since I started, people have always come in asking for Kenjer as their first choice because of strong recommendations. They read he's the best, right?
Okay, so now what? Bigger spiders. We won't mention the small ones, viewers, since small is just small. Purple zebra is awesome. I recently got one too. I'm wondering if it really looks like the internet photos.
It does. It does. You've seen it in person. Yes, yes. And the spider that's here.
Great, no?
I just had to say that it looks just the way it is.
Phenomenal.
Very cool spider.
Let's move on then. There's nothing like a wall made from the forest.
There has to be a bit of atmosphere.
You know, the jungle. There are bigger spiders here. I can tell from the containers, not to brag.
Yes. There are bigger ones here. These are actually spiders that we're keeping for our future projects. So here we're raising males, we're raising females, which here reach maturity, and then they go to the room that we'll see later. And here we already have some more interesting species, which also shows what we want to focus on in the coming years.
Okay. So these aren't adult spiders yet.
Yes, these are males nearing adulthood and females that still need to mature. Some more time to reach adulthood.
Got it. Zenesis, SP blue, blah, blah, blah. Brachypelma. Brachypelma smithy. I told you I saw it.
Let's verify if it's actually Smithy and labeled correctly.
I told you I saw it. That's the male.
That's the male.
I wasn't seeing things.
Okay, here we go.
So this is Exanita, right? If I remember correctly.
Exactly.
Nice. Really pleasant spiders. Actually, when they're adults, they look completely different, right? They're much lower than Hammery. They're like...
Yeah.
more contrasting. Really cool. Do you have anything interesting to show here?
You need to take a look here.
Tenebris is an incredible spider that's rarely seen.
There's something like that here, yeah.
And here too, well, okay, it's not fully grown yet, but it's already a solid spider.
Yeah, this one has just recently molted.
Yeah, I see. This one looks a bit worn out. Probably about to molt.
Exactly. Now we just need to check what else might show up here. Apophysis awaiting full size.
Apophysis are cool, that's what they are. I love these spiders. They're wonderful. When they're small, they have white socks, which is so cool. Hey, tell me here, because this is also a spider I haven't shown in a long time. Mesomelas?
No. We don't have a Mesomelas to show right now.
I think it's one of the prettiest.
Yes, definitely. Very nice.
Grammostola actaeon. Great, Santa Catalina. I think I once had a male. Sericopelmi Santa Catalina.
Samsametokusa.
Oh no, Samias monticusa. Both females I got from you are growing well and have molted.
It reminds me of Santa Catalina. One time, a former worker labeled a box Santa California, right? Even now, we still call it Santa California in our internal jargon.
No, you can. In the holes I see Pampucci, Costi, Nigricolor and Insignis. Great. Well, there's quite a bit of it.
There are also those that are waiting.
their own for their moment.
There are always 2 rows here.
Ah, okay, got it.
There are 2 rows everywhere.
Oh, here they come right now. Great. I see that jumping spiders are kind of your thing, because even in places with a lot of big spiders, there are still quite a few jumping spiders around, from what I've seen.
Yeah, right.
But that's cool.
Daniel also likes brashkas. And secondly, it's a species that breeders also like.
There are always inquiries about them.
In the past, we had few of those young females, so now we always have them available. Whether it's Emilia, Szalisieps, or Bohemej, we have all of them available now.
All right.
There are more group cages further down the shelf.
So it's probably Poe and those.
Poe, actually, only Poe is coming down anyway. Well, that's just tags now. I still see tags and some leftovers. That's always a bit of the weakest.
Well, Poe group run just like any other, right? A lot of spiders.
A lot of spiders.
You know what? This will be great for the thumbnail. Here you have Kuba's corpse, right? You collect corpses too. Remains.
Eaten away by
Woodworms. Nice. So you live with spiders, and don't say you have those huge centipedes too. But what, is it for pleasure or did someone just force you?
just for fun. We enjoy things like that.
Yes.
I wanted something a bit more exciting so that from every trip I could come back with something that's not a spider, but something interesting, something I either had before or now want to have. And slowly there are more and more insects, some other invertebrates, and even some vertebrates appearing.
And I completely understand that because I'm the same way. I also have insects. I love insects. Beetles, not beetles. Even things that aren't insects or arachnids, basically. I recently added woodlice to my terrarium with the millipedes. They're cool and I'm excited. So, what's next? Big spiders? I think so.
Now, yes, time for big spiders.
Time for big spiders. All right, sir, all right.
We need to switch the microphone.
Now then, Daniel, you'll be sharing your wisdom, and yes, this is probably the heart here, right? A heart like this, not a reproductive heart.
You know, this is already my world. Because Piotrek takes care of the rest, and I take care of this room. And only me, usually Piotrek just visits me to talk, but that's for the spiders. He practically doesn't touch them at all.
Hey, you even have butterfly cocoons. All right. They're already in the can.
The atlases are out, yeah.
Atlases are great for breeding, something beautiful. There were butterflies too. I mean, I suspected that's what it looked like, so we have shelves with spiders, with terrariums on them, or maybe broplasts, and there are just spiders everywhere. Oh, some molts. What do we have here? Nanducolor tubulosus and a big scorpion. Cool. All right. So if you can, just tell us roughly what groups of spiders are found here, or what your specialty is.
This side, these are all, well, you collected them all. I mean, not all of them, but these are spiders that generally don't like overheating.
Okay.
These are mostly spiders. I don't heat this side at all. On this side, there are big spiders in these containers and buckets. They're already like that.
Yeah, the container is pretty big and it's deep too. I mean, I see
It's deep. And let's say, something like this, right? Okay, these are already spiders, let's say, of this size. Like that. Little dumplings, real charmers. Like this.
All right, I need to make it bigger. Yeah, big steamed buns, nice ones.
Big steamed buns. Awesome, big steamed buns. You know what? I also try not to multiply those really big steamed buns at all. Somehow I never had any luck with them. Oh, I prefer the younger ones. Sometimes the younger they are, the better for me. Maybe not too small, but I prefer to breed from young, fresh females rather than old big ones.
Okay.
I usually don't get anything out of them.
People worn down by life, well, I kind of understand. But it's cool because it also shows that, for example, this is what we talked about, that huge containers don't necessarily work well for big spiders.
For many years, we've tried everything from big terrariums to other large plastic containers, and we ended up with these buckets because they seem to be the most optimal. This ventilation is really great though because it's not too big.
Okay.
For many years, we tried using other containers that had a ton of ventilation. The cocoons would dry out. They were,
Yeah, right. Not much ventilation.
yeah, they multiplied, but very often it happened that, yeah, the spider dried out on me, or just... Usually the egg sac dried out with that spider or something. With these, nothing dries out.
Okay.
These prevent drying out. Because breeding areas are usually dry when heating.
Yes, that's the point.
Containers hold a lot of water in their substrates. Well, it's dry, isn't it? The air is very dry. Humidifiers during the heating season, because it's even drier in the winter, right? When we turn on the central heating, the room dries out literally in one day, so that the next day already.
Sure. Oh, there's going to be some tinkering.
Yes, and I'm putting on my work accessories. Oh yes, to take something out, to show something.
2 days ago, I prepared a large Theraphosa blondie and some Zenestis, then suffered the rest of the evening.
Well, maybe you can't see it, but today after cleaning, I'm covered all over. Yeah, classic. Classic for this job, normal. Right now, we actually have it. This side, the good side, this whole shelf from this and the other side, these are full brackies. Full brackies. All right. There are several here, plus more on the other side of the shelf. It's really heated here. We tried 2 rooms. In my case, it didn't work out. I just can't manage to keep it cooler in one room and warmer in the other at the same time. It didn't work for me because I lacked time. One of those rooms was always mine favorite, and I just neglected the other one.
All right, sure.
That's why everything is in one place.
Everyone has their own work style. That's normal. Great.
There are also gramostals there, but just pulchra.
Yes, I saw the pulchra, and we'll show it too. Very cool. Here, from what I remember, Poe.
Poe is in half. I'm testing which one is better.
Okay, yeah, here are plastics and glass.
This is glass. There was glass. The glass pieces started large, then got smaller. These are the remains. I have here Raplast like this.
Yeah.
Right now it's a tie. I'm not sure where they multiply better. It's such a tie that there were cocoons in both of them. We'll see what comes out of this next, but I still like these buckets much more because my fingers are intact, not cut up like with glass.
Yeah, that's how glass is.
That's how it is with glass cut fingers. Additionally, there's always a lot of peat scattered outside.
Yeah, I deal with that at my place too.
Yes. If I didn't already have many spiders at home, I'd keep them in glass enclosures. But for a large breeding setup, it's not worth it. I think plastic will win in the end.
Yeah, I can see that plastic wins here. There's a reptile here. I bet it's probably a gecko.
Yeah, a crested gecko.
Yeah, crested gecko is great. All right, so here we have them. Don't tell me you have ants.
No, we do have ants.
No, okay, now I've lost a bit of respect for you, but okay.
There are ants. We only started playing with this year.
Ants, I'm totally not into ants, you know, I mean...
Yeah, you know, the bigger ones.
They're pretty lazy and not much happens here, but recently I saw something at a friend's place. Yeah, maybe if there are a lot of them, then it's okay, right? Recently at my friend's, I saw a colony of Paraponera clavata, the bullet ant. Really cool. But still, a bit, you know, now I don't have respect for myself either. But in general, that kind of phase, like the ants, I don't really get it either. Not fully, you know, getting into those tiny little ants or something, you know. No, yeah, right, here, I totally agree.
That's a tough one. Some kind of frog. Yeah, a frog. It has to be.
These frogs are funny. Cool. All right, so we've got that, so Pampucci Po Brachy. There's still about 800 other species of spiders left, right?
Tarantulas. At the moment. Roughly speaking, there are about 700 adult females here.
700 adult females. Do you have any males here?
Oh, yes.
We have a few jumping spiders here.
Oh no, jumping spider fans. But that's not at my place, right? That's not for me, since I'm not into that. And yes, mantises and beetles. Classic and...
Well, but that's for now. You don't think about it, you don't brag, because they're small, yeah.
And larvae.
Larvae?
We get it, larvae. Cool.
Some kind of insect?
Yeah, like stick insects, the less scary kind. That's cool too. Maybe a snake. Some snake, right, microcrab system. What a chunk, wow. Cool. I mean, Regius are really, I'd use a bad word here, but they're really popular, right? And yeah, the more popular they are, at least in my weird mind, they kind of lose a bit of their magic.
I like young Regius. I'm not as fond of the adults.
Exactly. The young ones are cool. The young ones are cool, right?
The head is more triangular and pronounced. It's just a cooler snake, not like boas to me. I generally love how young boas look, and the bigger, large ones, not so much.
Exactly, not so much anymore. All right, I can agree with that. It's true.
And here we have it.
Here I see some psalms, different ones.
You know what? There are mostly spiders here that multiply rapidly. Aureoty, Bialisy, Lividusy, Germani. I have around 30 adult ermines in this room.
Oh, okay.
But they are here.
Adult Urcus or just adult Urcus?
In the back row, the front row, and similar places.
Super cool. Man, I used to have a Lecce ball. I can't remember if I ever bred it with an adult female.
That's acceptable.
But Lecce, a beautiful spider. By the way,
Cambridge school.
oh, there it is. Cambridge School. Nice. That's great.
The whole system also records a lot here. The green label means spiders, which in my system, this is a shed skin.
Okay.
Blue means it's allowed. Copulation means red, which indicates cocoon.
Great. Actually, a very simple system.
I still write the story on all the containers, mostly.
It's pleasant. Exactly. I can see it here on these upper shapes. That it's there, that it's recorded.
Yes, because these are just empty terrariums.
Well, yes, but that's basically what it's about.
On the walls. Well, sometimes when I read and I see a spider that had like 6 or 7 cocoons. Yeah, later I just don't want to let it in anymore.
Poor thing.
My record holder is female Hati Hati. She had 12 egg sacs in her life, and the best part was that she made 4 on 2 molts each.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's pretty intense. Mira, Ephebopus marinus is also a spider that I love. I have an adult female at home. They're just beautiful. Great. Now we more or less know the room's layout. So I think we still need to check the corners.
Euphoria?
Safe.
Here are some teenagers that I'm also leaving to grow quickly.
Yes, different things plus more below.
Down there too.
Great. All right, so I think we need to move on to the point, to the essence, which is what everyone is waiting for, because I didn't come here for no reason, and since I'm already at such a huge breeding facility with tens of thousands of spiders, it would be great to see some rarities. I already know about one, and that's the one I'm actually releasing an episode about today, as I'm recording this. So, do you have a few spiders here that you'd like to show, that you can show, that you want to show, the ones that really make you go wow? Besides the tropical blue, what else do we have to start with? To start with, my beloved favorite, a spider that, oh, don't spoil it, a spider that you also know very well from my channel. This is Grammostola pulchra, right? The Brazilian black tarantula. Cool. You know, I don't think this is the most interesting spider out of everything here, but I do have a certain fondness for this spider. Oh, here!
An adult female who has already mated many times in her life. She has eaten a lot, including many males. The male is often...
Yeah, but did she eat any of your guys?
Yes, pulchra also eats the male. It's normal behavior for them.
Amazing, but she's so active. My pulchra was more like...
In general, the spiders here will be very active today because it's very warm.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
It's really humid here today, and even though they're more like lazy bones than world explorers today, they're going to be moving around a lot.
Yeah, but actually, it's pretty similar to how it works with butterflies, for example. When it's like 35 degrees in the meadow, they fly around like crazy. You can't get close, you can't take a photo.
Exactly.
And that's just how the world works.
It's exactly the same here.
Here's another interesting fact. I don't know if it's a rarity, but it's also one of my favorite spiders. This one is from the Coppelma series, okay?
It's also a very nervous spider. This one is much more nervous than Grammostola. And this is Rubernitens. Very nice. That's why I breed them.
Okay, cool.
Bucchetti or Santa Catalina. I haven't managed yet. Rubronitens have thrived for years, so I like them too. I really like this species.
The Coppelma series also reminds me that the males have beautiful metallic looking thighs.
And it also reminds me that the males copulate instantly. Whether it's Bucchete or Rubronitens or the Coppelma series, very often they use only one embolus during copulation. It's like a quick shot, we let the male in. Sometimes the copulation is so fast that we don't even see when it happens.
It's the same with Sturmei, actually. They also have super fast copulation.
Yes, but I'll say this, with Sturmei it drags on for a long time compared to... Kind of, yeah. It's really a very quick shot. Sometimes I turn around and wonder if the copulation even happened or not.
Cool, nice.
That's a nice little spider.
Wait, let me guess. Okay, it's not a Brachypelma, it's an Aphonopelma bicoloratum.
Bicoloratum, yes.
A marvel, yeah. Bicoloratum, I just know those spiders because they're pricey. They're expensive, slow-growing, but beautiful, and resemble Brachypelma, Brechmage, or Benage, however you say it.
The next challenge I'm setting for myself is to breed them.
Oh, by the way, I'll be sick if I don't ask. Do you have a Mora here?
No, we don't.
But I do.
I have a youngster. Yeah, a youngster, but only a youngster. We don't have any adults.
Sir, what's the deal with this? I have cooler spiders in Roswaf. Mi hanno bicoloratum, beautiful.
Now take a look.
Robust. This is my girlfriend's favorite spider. That's exactly because it behaves like this. No major issues. These robustums are lovely.
Oh, this one is about to molt.
But yeah, it's a chubby one.
Yes, and you can clearly see it's getting darker. Yes, you can see it. You can see that the male under the table is already ready here, so we're going to have some work to do.
Cool, they have those awesome big hind legs.
Yes.
I asked for interesting spiders, and this one is actually rare.
You don't have this one. It's
Look how big it is.
almost grown up, almost grown up.
Wait. Manicata green, of course.
Gold?
Gold? Gold. Okay, then I must have seen that green shining through.
Yeah, but that gold will still come out of it. It'll show more after the wash.
Now I can see what an adult looks like. It's awesome.
It's not fully grown yet. They're almost there, just a little bit missing.
But those stripes on its butt are beautiful. If you leave it to me, we'll also shoot in macro.
All right.
Hey, I didn't expect it to be that small. I thought it would be bigger. I had a male before with a body about a centimeter long. Actually, it's pretty much the same as with Africans, right? When I let the female in, like with the harp, the female was this big and the male was like that.
Yeah.
Africans are amazing in that way.
Oh, here, you might not have it, but we also don't have adult art, right? I'm not sure if anyone has adult art as a hobby. Maybe not yet.
What is this?
Mendozai?
Oh, maybe it isn't here yet.
Maybe. Is this a gramophone table? This is a gramophone table. This is a gramophone table. Mendozai.
Okay.
It's still growing.
All right, and it has a mirror, so I probably would have guessed that. It kind of reminds me of Grosse.
We have Grossa somewhere too.
Grosse is somewhere around here, yeah, but it has a cooler color on the caravan.
It's nice, yeah. It's nice, but it'll still grow a lot, right?
Yeah, those grams grow big. I've already tested that too. Do you want to see an adult male? Maule? Here, under this cabinet, I have only adult males.
A hiding place. You dig around, you dig in there.
It's always like this for me. I look for something and miss it 3 times.
All right. And it was in the square.
Yeah, it was in the square because I put it at the top, right? And I didn't see... Look. They say all male Grammostola are big. An adult male?
Oh, man.
Grammostolen maulule.
What a tiny bump you have.
What a delicacy.
But it's so nicely pink, the camera doesn't really show it, but it's actually pink. A delicacy nobody needs.
Yeah, exactly. Such a delicacy that nobody in Europe needs it yet, right?
Okay, all right.
The females are still growing.
Nice. Cool. Those rarities are always fun to watch. What marvel do we have now?
No, it's not here. Sericosmos renegro.
Yo, that's cool. It's awesome.
They're freaking awesome.
Damn, well, I'll have to do that too. That's a different lens. I've never seen cereal like that before, honestly, because I've already tried them all. And those lechi, and that classic look, not elegance. There's also one more, the one with those long stripes on the legs. I don't remember what it's called.
Persmilensis? Persmilensis? No.
But this one is cool, right? It's awesome. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Another marvel.
Listen, man.
Schmerde. I only recognize the species by name. Damn, I didn't know that these cyclosternum are also kind of pre-molt because it's very lethargic.
No, that's not it. It's after molting, you know.
Okay, all right, let me just...
I don't have this marked.
Well, I don't know about that, but no. Cyclosternums are cool. Smerde, yeah, she's totally wasted.
She's cool.
She's really cute.
I took another box for myself.
A huge mess.
Just like in Gmokny, right?
Whoa, sir. Jesus, what kind of practices am I even using here? Yeah, well, kshinka. Kshenka is just kshenka. She sheds, we're all going to be coughing, obviously, but honestly, those carapaces are beautiful. Bonetina minax. Very nice. Bonetinas remind me of pleasant colors.
Yes.
No.
She's pretty. She just finished molting.
She ate the male. A really beautiful spider.
She ate both the female and the male, then molted. Standard.
Awesome. Classic. Great. Hey, do you have... Oh, let me ask about one more spider. Theraphosidae DSP Columbia.
We have it!
No, experts are divided on this.
You're talking about Cetrapolobus.
Alright, I made a mistake, no.
Okay, that's one of my favorites too. I just really like how it looks. Cool. No, this one's after copulation, but it's tiny. Is it called Lorognathus gianasposatoi?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, you? No, he's awesome. He looks like he has a gradient on his body, so it's black in the back.
I'll take some more of this.
I'll take it, but not now.
Sure.
That's awesome. They also have really cool, just like robustums, those huge hind legs, so hairy. Great. Beautiful spider. You haven't seen this one on my channel before. I really like it. No, this one isn't an adult, but you can already see what I love, the spots. And it shimmers so beautifully. No, Lunula, man, when it's an adult, it's as big as my hand.
But it's pre-molt.
Yeah, right. Nice. The Lunula looks great. I should get another one too. Fantastic spiders. Oh, right.
This one doesn't have one either.
What do you expect? Well, obviously a skakam. So-called Cheetos.
Ha!
They're great for women. Jumping spiders are always cute, fun to watch, and loved by everyone. That's just how it is. So what? This is probably the peak of the peaks, right? The top of the tops. What's it called?
For now, yes.
Yes, for now. And in my breeding too. After the last video, you know what this is. Hylobrachy from SP Tropical Blue. Well, it may not look impressive now, but when it stands up and it gets thick.
We're going in.
And they're super fast. I think they're actually even faster than electric ones.
Definitely. In my opinion, that's... Either the electric or tropical isn't a Hylobrachys, but I don't think this is a Hylobrachys.
The breeders who deliver this to us claim that this isn't a Hylobrachys.
So I think we'll leave that out.
More like a Stylonicos minale, definitely something along those lines. Generally regarding behavior and the number of young in the cocoon. These tropicals produce several dozen young in a cocoon. I see that if I get 200 or 300 from a good cocoon, then...
So maybe this is a completely new species.
That could be the case too. Apparently we'll find out soon.
Oops. Do you see where? Here. It's somewhere around here. Oh, he went under the box as usual.
It's okay, it's okay. Wojtek, a spider always falls in every video of yours.
There's something to that. And I have a table of a similar size, yeah. Oops. There's nothing like losing a spider worth 5 grand. Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about, right? That's a real blast. There's also that blue one, Hylobrachy, which I can't pronounce, and Ionitrisantic or something like that.
Yes.
Also amazing. Well, no, that's just...
That one is likely a bigger rarity now.
Well, nobody has this one at all. I don't know. I haven't heard of anyone with it. And here you also have... Oh. Something present and visible that won't leave, like the little molt. I also think the camera doesn't show it well because sometimes if you look closely, the color here is actually green. I love this spider and would pay any price for it. Even though I can't afford it at the moment.
It's funny that from above it looks so ordinary, just a regular Hylobrachys, but from underneath...
Are you still up to something?
I'm thinking, what else could I do here? Like Esperet, someone not very popular.
Phomictopus espere.
Just an Atrichomatus.
Yeah.
But for now, as long as there's still Phomictopus. I mean, no, that's a completely different location.
Yeah, but it's cool. Come on. No, Phomictopus, uglier than Dominican.
Do you have something like Azul for this?
No, my Azul is so pretty.
Oh, I have a female, a nice male. Alright, now I'll show you just the male. He already left. You have to manage, right?
Yes. And what's here? Well, it's Phomictopus. So what? And this isn't Dominican, it's Azul.
Yeah, Azul.
Nice. Whoa, man, what an angry guy, you.
Hothead.
Hothead, yeah, seriously. Yeah, but he gets the job done. That spider does its job waiting until the female molts. It's funny, the previous molt, he's still brown and just starting out. It's amazing.
They get their color late.
How they change those colors? It's like with erises. Before they molt, you can't tell if it's a male. It's as ugly as night. That's basically what we have. There are many interesting spiders here, but I think that we've seen the most interesting ones, though I haven't shown you all yet. What about the egg sacs?
Since we're already showing off.
If we're going to show off, what's here?
And the first thing we have here is this. Kokoniki by Maya.
Whoa, sir.
This is just one cocoon, I just divide it myself.
Okay. So yeah, brother, yeah.
These will all be brothers, because brothers in June lie further away.
Yeah. That's basically how it looks, almost like scattered grains or something.
These will be ready in a moment, don't worry. The first one has already appeared.
Well, these are the ones. When they're black, it's really cool.
This is an albiceps, just the same since it's been about a week.
A week's difference between the egg sacs. That's about how it looks, right? For example, here's an Aljadinka that appeared. The rest are just getting ready.
This is Sanserides. I didn't feel like dividing this one. I often divide brachy just so I know how many there are.
Okay.
And here will be a surprise. And here there are probably only about 300, 400. Between 300 and 400.
I also see that you still have Classy, Aratum Nandu, Sam Nandu.
Nandu carapuensis.
Nice.
What else do we have here? Formator.
Colorativalas. You have Tifficlane Rapose. Damn.
Raposa, but no longer Raposa.
Not Rapose anymore, sorry. Yes.
I saw it further.
It has been described. Nice. It'll be great for macro because I've never recorded any Tifficlan besides Celadonia.
There's quite a bit of it, yeah. Here we have Valhalla. Sabaki ready. There's a little bit here.
There's a bit of it.
There are some treasures that we take special care of. Especially these ones.
Mama Scorpion with her babies.
Yes.
How cool! But I also have to run the macro for that.
What a marvel.
It's so touching to me, like when a scorpion or some kind of lycocyte has it. Oh, and when you say you have a Europegid with a cocoon, that's also amazing that they attach it under the abdomen. Awesome. All right, I'm already all sweaty. Listen, we just saw a truly amazing spider farm. Congratulations, it's really impressive that you managed to create something like this. Listen, thank you so much for inviting me, because even though it was a long trip, I think it was worth it.
Thanks for coming. You had a long way to get here.
I still have to go back. Great. Let me know in the comments if you liked the video, and if there are any other farms you'd like me to visit. I think that's not a big problem either. I'll leave the guys here for now. Let them keep working hard, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. See you. Bye.